In the era before the Great Silence, the world was divided into two warring kingdoms. The kingdom of the Ember, ruled by the Sun King who desired eternal drought, and the kingdom of the Abyss, ruled by the Moon Queen who desired a frozen, motionless sea. Between them lived Kalinga, a minor spirit of the atmosphere. She was neither fire nor ice, but a creature of motion. For eons, she was invisible and ignored, a mere breeze that carried the scent of jasmine or the salt of the spray. This is the legend of how Kalinga became the typhoon, the force that saved the world from the tyranny of the stillness. The Great Stagnation. The Sun King and the Moon Queen made a pact to divide the world. The sun would bake the land until it cracked like old bone, and the moon would pull the tides into a permanent icy grip. The wind died, the clouds vanished. The world became a stagnation, a place where nothing grew and nothing changed. Kalinga, the spirit of the air, felt herself fading. Without heat to rise or cold to fall, she was becoming nothing. In her desperation, she began to run. The birth of the spiral Kalinga ran across the surface of the dying ocean. As she ran, she began to gather the discarded elements of the two kingdoms. From the Sun King, she stole the rising heat that shimmered off the dead coral. From the Moon Queen, she snatched the heavy, moisture-laden vapors of the deep trenches. She tied these two opposing forces together with her own spirit, but the heat and the moisture did not want to be joined. They fought within her arms, pushing and pulling. To keep them contained, Kalinga began to spin. She spun faster than the flight of an arrow. She spun until she became a giant, white-walled fortress of cloud. She was no longer Kalinga. She was the Oyo, the Great Wheel. The War of the Elements. When the Sun King saw the massive shadow of the first typhoon, he sent his fiercest solar flares to burn it away. But the typhoon swallowed the heat and grew larger. When the Moon Queen sent her freezing gales to shatter the storm, the typhoon turned the ice into rain, feeding her own strength. The typhoon marched across the ocean, a rotating mountain of gray and silver. The Eye. In the center, Kalinga remained, a calm and silent core, holding the fury of the world in balance. The Wall. Surrounding her was the Wall of Screams, where the wind moved so fast it turned water into a solid blade. 3. The Rain. Behind her, she left a trail of life. The first rain the world had seen in 1,000 years. The Shaping of the Earth. The first typhoon was so powerful that it reshaped the very bones of the world. It carved the valleys out of the flat plains so the water would have a place to flow. It pushed the mountains higher, giving them hats of clouds so they would never be scorched by the Sun King again.